the true dark horse of the tournament.
With all the stories going on, it all has boiled down to this. A best of 7 with Team HAQ on the blue side, TODAK on the red side. When we carry in the mid lane, it's going to be extremely important for TODAK to make sure they clear these waves fast. Now, with the help of Yoomski, this is all very, very possible. But keep your eyes focused. If you're supporting TODAK, it's all very dependent on how far ahead Formaze can get against this Esmeralda. He wants to pull attention to himself, while on the top side, Momo needs to not die, but pose some form of a threat against the Brody.
Yeah, absolutely. Momo is going to play a pretty important role because he is going to be the one most likely unlocked from his lane. And if Formaze can replicate that, but Yoomski, he's jumping in. He gets a nice Jikundo, gonna force the flicker from Min over the wall. But Team HAQ do secure the lid though.
I'm more curious about how aggressive Gary is going to get here, right? Because again, he wants to take out this carry, but she's in the mid lane. There's not going to be too many trades coming in from Team HAQ, and Min as well as Yoomski basically just want to focus on the waves until they hit level 4.
It's going to be quite interesting to watch out for, because I'm personally very curious about this carry in the mid lane. Don't feel like she has a lot of wave clear. Formaze, though, could be in a lot of danger right now. He's caught between 3 members of Team HAQ, has the flicker over the wall back to safety.
Now, I'm a little bit curious here because it seems like TODAK, we've talked about this mid-marksman strategy. Oftentimes, Chiku kind of bring this to the table. But on what occasion that TODAK decides to play Formaze as well as Momo on the side lanes? We've seen this a couple of times. What makes them want to play this draft against Team HAQ?
Well, hold on. Before that, let's see whether Rival dies here. Ooh, he's going to survive. But to answer your question, the side lanes, they have to be extremely stable. They have to be self-sufficient fighters to be able to kind of hold off on their own, because TODAK are playing a 1-3-1 strategy. If both Chiku... Wait, hold on.
Ooh, Lola in a lot of danger, but he dodges the Abysm Strike, so that's going to be a big cooldown that Formaze does not have. Now, Fatal Link's going to catch out in the backline as Rival going to get kicked, but no follow-up, so Lola falls as first blood, and Rival instantly picks up the double kill onto Man as well.
That's what you want to see coming in from TODAK. They have to find these vulnerabilities. Their early game isn't that bad, and with the help of this Dairoth, if he chunks somebody out early, TODAK has an opening for Gusion to jump right on in.
Well, could it be, back towards my question as well, because it seems like based on how the fight went, is it because of the fact that they're able to have either Formaze and Momo wrap around going for a flank, to help, to give the marksman an easier positioning before the first turtle fight, or is it something else?
Well, it's about how you distribute and actually get the gold onto this carry, right? Because again, he's not really touching the mid lane anymore. He's going for these gold crab. He's going into the side lane. He's taking up extra bits of farm so that Rival can be a little bit more proactive on the map. So while Team HAQ is distracted with the initial attacks and the threat of Rival, Chiku is able to take his time and safely farm up these waves, and even taking a couple of side jungle farms at the same time, not having to worry about Team HAQ threatening him.
Yeah, so I think in the end that is kind of the essence of this draft from TODAK after all. Having the 2 fighters in the side lanes allows them to play really aggressively, and thereby Chiku, even on a hero that doesn't necessarily clear the mid wave very quickly, he is able to shove out, he's able to contribute, pick up assists, and start snowballing off of that. And as we mentioned, that Lola is going to get caught out. Wave the Dragon sets up beautifully into the Abysm Strike, and that's going to be a lot of gold going to TODAK down here, as now Momo going to be pulled down by the Fatal Link, but he flickers away to safety.
Nicely played. Very nicely played by TODAK. They had the timing. Momo, again, this is just why he's one of the best gold laners. He has the flexibility. He's so very confident in himself to hold out this lane. And yeah, he might actually lose this tower, but does it really matter?
Rival, though, he's in danger. Does Min have the Fatal Link? The tower is already dead, and Panda will be able to find him, as here comes Yoomski, though. The Wave Dragon going in the wrong direction, so here comes Momo. He gets the kill onto Min, and that's going to be a 1-for-1.
This is what I'm talking about. TODAK, every single time you feel like, finally, their opponents actually get a little bit of gold back. TODAK think ahead. And this is what I'm talking about macro plays, right? TODAK have the foresight to look a little bit further down the line. If you overextend, that's when you get punished. Team HAQ must keep this in mind.
Turtle gonna be contested. Rival secures it easily, and at the same time, Formaze is able to steal away the orange buff on the opposite side. TODAK constantly applying the pressure.
Yeah, but as of yet, I'm a little curious to see why this is actually happening, because most of the fights that's happened so far is all towards the side lanes. Is it because of that particular reason that the meta has shifted towards the side lanes, whereas middle lane is actually harder to gank, and that's why it's the safest position for Chico to be at?
No, that's absolutely correct. Mid lane is the most difficult to gank so far.
Ooh, Formaze! He gets the drive-by. Team HAQ got careless right there with Panda's positioning. Literally caught out 1v3. And now TODAK constantly, they're even increasing. They're going for the tier 1 mid. Gonna find it as Rival picks up one more onto Gary. Team HAQ being threatened in their own half of the map.
Team HAQ's getting a little delirious here. TODAK is all over them every single time they try to make a play. TODAK finds somewhere else on the map, another vulnerability, another window of opportunity to get onto their opponents. I think Team HAQ at this stage, they are losing a little too much in this early stage. It's 1-6 so far, and with the goal ranking going all over to only Panda, the rest of Team HAQ seem to be falling behind.
Admittedly though, Team HAQ does have a pretty okay late game scaling. Valentina and Esmeralda are going to start dealing a lot of damage later on in the line, and if TODAK has to shove into the base, they always have the Fatal Links that has allowed them to make many comebacks in the past.
Well, I mean, ideally, I mean, it comes down to Atlas, right? We're looking at Team HAQ thinking Min is going to find an opening at some point of time. If they have to sacrifice all their outer-tier turrets, that's absolutely possible. But then again, you have Chiku guys playing on carry. She scales super, super well, and then Team HAQ has to figure out a way to kill her.
I'm so curious of what Team HAQ's decision to actually make a comeback, because it seems like they're just clumping up and not forcing a fight, whereas TODAK, they're just getting so much value out of the lot in terms of map control, and I'm really surprised that Team HAQ, they're not making a move at all.
Well, speaking of the move, they are taking position over Turtle. TODAK might contest this, or they're just going to let Formaze pull.
Man flickers forward, gets the Fatal Links. Rival instantly decimated as Momo comes in from the backline, but he gets taken away of the Dragon, stolen away by Man, setting up the double kill into the hands of Gary. Team HAQ bites back.
This is what you want to see from Team HAQ. They're getting some really good fights in, but TODAK, again, don't fight this!
Yeah, Min going in, gets the stun in the backline as Panda gonna be kicked away, wrong direction. Formaze in a lot of trouble. He's regenning, but it's not enough to stop the killing spree from falling into the hands of Gary.
TODAK, I'm not sure why they wanted to take this fight. There was no reason to. Formaze already had a push. You might as well just give them the darn turtle, take it tier 2 down bot side. You have all the jungle farm in the world on bot side as well to make sure that Gary doesn't get further ahead.
This is honestly not a bad response from Team HAQ at all. TODAK, they still maintain the net worth lead, but right now it's very important for them to allow Gary to be enabled on the side of Team HAQ. We already know what he's capable of if he can get a snowball on these types of heroes.
I'm a little bit surprised by how Team HAQ was finally reacted. It seems like they were waiting for something, because initially I thought they kind of given up on the entire fight because they seem a little bit lost. But as of yet, now what gives them the confidence to fight this?
Ooh, Yumki gonna get way of the dragon himself, man, stealing the ultimate away again beautifully. And now Team HAQ actually have control. They can contest for this purple buff, steal it away. Formaze, he's trying to secure it himself, but he won't be successful. But it did look like Rival was actually able to pick that up at the end there.
They don't get as much value as they want to, but they at least even out the gold. Right now, I think...
Oh, where did he go? Fatal Links gonna find Chiku, guys. Min actually gonna block the dagger from Rival as Momo, you're in a bad spot, my friend. Gary secures the double.
Yeah, it's too difficult now. TODAK have already gotten away with the early game. They've got their side lane pushes, but Team HAQ have built their first and second item, which is exactly where they want to spike. And now, as 5, Team HAQ generally have better team fighting than TODAK, unless they can pull them apart.
This is a pretty bad situation for TODAK, actually. Gary currently 6-1 on this Karina. TODAK, they have a lineup that really does need them to slowly snowball throughout the early game. But Team HAQ finding a perfect opportunity to just pick up on those vulnerabilities and start the comeback.
Winds of Nature already coming out for the side of Chiku. That's going to be an important spell if he doesn't want to die to Panda, or maybe getting kicked by Mon in the first place. I think they have to keep in mind here that TODAK need to split Team HAQ apart. They can play the map a lot better than Team HAQ. Their split pushing is so much better as well.
Rival, he's gonna try and defend this, but there's no way he can do anything against 4 members of Team HAQ. So TODAK, they're gonna rely on split pushing. We can see the carry and Dirov up in the top lane, but the bottom lane is where our attention needs to be.
See, this is exactly what I want to see from TODAK. Pose threats on the opposite side of the map, and as soon as you see Team HAQ actually responding to that side of the map, use that Magic Sentry, instantly you get some vision, you know what you have to do, go back to the lanes and actually save it.
Oh, the Lord has been taken down as here comes Yunski, here comes Formaze, he's taken out instantly by Gary, godlike streak to the Karina. Momo realizes, oh no, I should not be here right now. That's gonna be 3 kills falling into the hands of Team HAQ instantly, and now the base going to be threatened on the side of TODAK. All 5 members of Team HAQ still alive, no fatal links on Min. Rival looking for the kill on Saman, but he's not able to finish him off, and 1 inhibitor falls in the bottom lane. Team HAQ, they're actually looking for more here. They want to greet this out, and I think that is an excellent idea. But with TODAK respawning, it's time for them to make a hasty retreat. Rival not gonna allow it, but Min again, beautiful positioning, blocking the dagger from Gushin.
Team HAQ, that's what I said. They're one of the best team fighting teams here so far at MPL MY, and TODAK's composition just isn't as good as Team HAQ's when it comes down to these 5v5s. They have to play the map, and if they are going to coordinate, they need the initiation, the initial pickoff from Yumski. So Team HAQ, they understand that, and they shut him down before he even gets to them.
Now, what happened in this couple of minutes? Because it seems like TODAK, they were having full control, but as of yet, Team HAQ is just dominating all full map control, and they're going to engage a fight.
Yep, they want to use this momentum. Legendary given over to Gary as they pick up the Cho, and they steal his ult to secure the kill onto Paquito as well. Momo not having a fun game here.
To answer your question, Icy Baby, the fact is that TODAK decided to take one team fight by Turtle thinking that they're stronger, got punished for it, allowing Team HAQ to even out the score, and this is where they start getting very strong. The mid game went so wrong for TODAK.
But Team HAQ, they still have to be quite wary about this, right? TODAK, they have the opportunity to make the comeback. Team HAQ needs to still be careful.
Oh, it all comes down to the one mistake, right? So I'm really surprised that Team HAQ was able to transition with that one mistake and scale towards TODAK's side. But considering that the actions has been done, how will TODAK actually respond to this? And considering that with 1 inhibitor down, how can they make the comeback now?
TODAK, as of right now, the only way that they win this is if they get that initial pick, either on Gary or Panda. Panda, number 1 on the list, Gary, number 2 on the list. With Lord on Team HAQ's side, it's becoming very difficult for TODAK to actually dictate the tempo. After this Lord, assuming that they survive, because their high ground defense isn't that great, we'll see how we'll talk about it when it does occur. But Team HAQ, full advantages, side lanes are going to get cleared, and when this Lord starts crashing onto an inhibitor, TODAK are forced to team fight. They kind of don't have a choice.
And in these big team fights, we've already seen Team HAQ's positioning be basically perfect. Min knows that all he has to do is block the dagger from Rival, and there is nothing this Gushin can do to threaten his backline, allowing Team HAQ to just have free reign over the battlefield.
Now, I want to take a look at the items real quick as well. It seems like majority of Team HAQ members are pretty much all max slaughtered, but TODAK at the same time, they are not, they're okay to respond to this, but can they defend against this lot is going to be the question as of yet, because TODAK, they seem really confused on what to do at this stage, but they're trying to keep things alive.
Man, gonna get a fatal links. Winter Trunk in from Rival just in time to keep him alive, but now all of Team HAQ are in their base, but Gary, he's the first one taken out. They do find the mega kill onto Formaze. The crystal is exposed, the Lord is on top of it, and Panda has a lot of tower structure damage, but TODAK are doing a good job of zoning them off. There is no jungle, but guess what? They find Chiku, guys. They find Rival. Double kill going over to Panda, and Team HAQ start off with the momentum. We were talking about securing victory in Game 1 of the Grand Finals.
That's what you want to see from Team HAQ. Play around your item power spikes, play around your composition, and you already had this in the bag. You're just waiting for that one opening, one opportunity to take it away.
Well done indeed to Team HAQ for securing game number 1. Now, I want to take a look into their mic checks over here and how they did that.